What's up, everybody? Welcome to another action figure review on my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Diamond Select Avatar The Last Airbender Prince Zuko, or I guess in this stage this is season 3, so I guess no longer Prince Zuko. So anyways, yeah, let's start with his accessories. So first off, he comes with this absolutely blank base. I mean, the only thing is on the bottom where it says that. You can see that. And everything else is completely black. As you can see, it's got some scratches on there whenever I hold it in the light. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that was me or what. But anyway, you know, it must be easy to get them on there. Yeah, the way you use it, he's got a peg hole. Just plug it on in there and boom, then you can get them on the base. I have literally never used this once in my entire life. And then for his last accessory, really his only accessory if we're excluding the base, he comes with a fist for his right hand, which is really, I guess this would be the accessory and this would just be his hand. But yeah, so and the way you replace them is you just pop them out. Pretty easy, but I mean not too easy. It doesn't feel like it's gonna fall out or anything. Pretty easy to do, and yeah, and it's a really small fist too. But here, I guess we should be taking a look at this. I like this quite a bit. It's got a fireball, just like that. Boom, that looks really good, and it shoots on out of there. The hand right there. Boom, looks good. Goodness gracious, I can't quit knocking the camera. Yeah, that looks really good. I like that quite a bit. You know, the only complaint with the accessories is, you know, more, please. You know, I mean, if we got a ton of fire effects or even just like one more, maybe even just one for one or one for each hand, that would have made the figure 10 times better. Now, overall, this isn't exactly a fantastic figure, but it's Zuko, and I believe it's the only version of Zuko that exists in action figure form. Well, other than like the toys that came out with the series way back then, and you know, this is the only one since then. Yeah, the articulation is not great. Technically, not a great figure, but I'm still glad to have it. Now let's take a look. Here, hold on a second. Boom, here's the head sculpt right here. Now, I'm kind of hesitant to talk about this because this is not what the head sculpt looks like out of the packaging. I mean, I'm really happy with it, but I'm hesitant to show you because I don't want you like thinking that this is what it looks like. First of all, the hair is way longer. Like, you can barely see the eyes at all. And you can see right here where I've cut it, and it goes all the way like down here. You can barely see the eyes at all. I really just didn't like it, so I trimmed it. And on the inside, in case you're wondering what color it is the same color as his flesh tone. So fun fact, I guess. Yeah, and then I painted it, and I think it looks good. Also, on his mouth here, you don't get that the black paint in there. That was all me, and I think I'm happy with it. It looks really good. Yeah, so top of his head pretty bare except for just, you know, the couple of hairs up there, which is accurate. You know, it's from a 2D animated show. And then the back of his hair hanging down there looks good, and his neck, and you can see the paint on this. They missed the mark in a lot of places. I mean, it still looks pretty good, but they have missed the mark in a lot of places. So that's a little unfortunate. Yeah, so you can see his robe right here. It's alright, it's kind of pliable, you know. And his arms. Now, a big complaint is you can't get his arms to go down further than that. I hate that. I wish you could just have Zuko just standing around. But no, you can really get him into one good pose. And that's about it. If you get creative, you can get him into a couple of them. I was able to get him into a couple of them. But, not to brag, but I'm a really good poser. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, his pants look good. Then his boots right here. You can see it'd have been nice if they'd have painted that joint that orange color. I mean, that would have lined up just about perfectly, but it's fine. Whatever. And there's this crease on the top of the shoe. I don't know. I assume that's supposed to be there. You can see over here. And this line is another instance where they kind of missed the mark with the paint. And we saw earlier he's got the peg holes, and they kind of curl up a little bit, his little shoes. You can see from a better view there. And the side of the legs, boom, you can see the joint. Side of the leg over there. And on the back, see some wrinkles. It comes to a point. I like the way that looks, actually. And I really like how they were able to sculpt the wrinkles over the joints right here. And you can see his arms, his little skinny arms. One complaint that I have is his arms tend to come out really easy, just like that. And that's a super thin thing. Whenever it first came out, I really thought I broke it, but it's fine. You can put it back in there. It doesn't feel very secure. Like there's not even like a click or anything, but it's in there. Well, scratch that. Yeah, it comes out super easy. That's a big complaint, like I said. So, yeah, yeah, that's the best you can get. So yeah, and it is painted underneath there. And okay, let's just get into it. I believe that was a good look. There's the front. Oh, there's the back. And one thing, I've had him pose with his leg up and pushing this thing up for a long time, and there hasn't been, as you can see, it hasn't really gotten warped at all. It's just comes right back, so that's worth mentioning, I guess. And so the articulation, his head looks up that much, and it looks down that much. Yeah, that wasn't a joke. His head doesn't look up at all, looks down that far. Turns side to side, and it hinges a little bit. Yeah, it's just on a ball joint, like a big ball joint. Here, if I can get it off, I'll show you. Hold on. Yeah, it's just on this ball joint right there. And it sucks. It really does. I would have loved to have had a hinge in there so that he could look down and up more. And he's missing an arm. Oh no, see, I told you. Boom. And his arms will move outward. Oh, man, it's stiff. Goodness, this is kind of a piece of crap, I'm gonna be honest. That far. And I'm just gonna leave it off, seriously. And then we'll move forward and back. And his elbows will bend in just that far. And it does rotate. Wrists all turn side to side and hinge up and down. Except on the hinge, they hinge and then they kind of pop back. It's like a spring. So it's kind of bull. You know, it really just turns. That's the same on this one. And he does have a waist rotation and no, I guess a little bit of crunch and stuff. And a little, you know, pivot, you know. And his legs will kick out very far. Will kick forward just that much. I doubt if you're gonna get him to sit. I guess you can because he's got the robe back there. But if you try to put that down, yeah, he's more laying. But I mean, yeah, you could try. He does have an upper thigh cut. He has double jointed knees, bending that much. No calf rotation. The ankles will move down that far, and they will move up very far. And he does have a pivot, which I'm happy to see. So yeah, let's measure him out. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. This figure isn't all that. but it's Zuko, and he's the best character. So, yeah, I'm happy to have him. And you can see he is at a little under 7 inches, and I don't really have that many people to compare him to because I don't have any Avatar The Last Airbender figures. I didn't pick up the other Diamond Select ones of these, but here he is next to Marvel Legends Luis, looking awesome there. And maybe another sort of anime inspired figure. We have him next to the Mcfarlane Toys Midoriya right here. I can get him to stand. There we go. Those ankle joints are squeaky. Yeah, so that's what you get with the Zuko. Out of 10, I mean, y'all saw the review. I hate reviewing figures bad, but this just isn't a great figure. I'm very happy to have it. He looks cool. Whenever I get him into a pose, he really does. He looks cool. But the paint on here, it just isn't that good. The articulation is close to awful. And the joints are just, I mean, that's a big issue. The fact that they pop out. I'm happy a company made these. I just wish it was done better. You can see on the joints, some of the skin tone paint is coming off of my fingers. That's always a negative. So out of 10, I'm gonna have to give this guy like a 4, 3, 4. So yeah, that's my review. Hope you liked it. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you later.